It's Alfie Blue. The sun is shining, and Greenie and I just got back, and we're gonna have a post-recovery supper tonight. And you hang out right here, mate. How's that? Is that all right? Whoa. Okay. We're gonna have a post-recovery meal today. And I read an article while I was at work. By the way, it's Alfie Blue, if you didn't know what the fuck's going on with this window. I read this article today where they were banging on about processed foods, and highly processed foods are linked to chronic disease. And another study, and they recommend people eat foods that are like whole foods or very minimally processed. So today's meal is going to be very minimally processed, but I have to go take off and grab a few things. As you know, I'm a minimalist, and I have one bowl. Boom. It's a big one, and we're gonna fill that full of whatever we got for dinner here. We're gonna use some chickpeas, some organic no salt chickpeas. We're going to use some the sauerkraut. I wish this would stay open. It's like the wind's blowing so hard. We got here some smoky kale organic kraut. I have a big head of red leaf lettuce. Whoa, looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick rinse. Yeah, so the article was pretty cool, talking about how we want to try to keep our foods whole foods and keep it going that way. Have a red pepper. A little bit of red pepper. This is going to go into the dressing. So I got to pick up a couple things at the grocery store. I literally just got home. So we're going to take off. One of the secrets is I have some organic shiitake mushrooms, and I like to heat these up with the chickpeas and the red onion. Red onion I'm going to split in half. Half of it will go into the salad raw. The other half will go into here. And I just kind of lightly steam them. That way I get like a little bit of warmth in it. I don't like my salads to be like super cold. And I have some organic shredded carrots here. Convenience, you just buy them like that, and they're dirt cheap at Whole Foods right now. And otherwise, we gotta take off to the store. As you can see outside, this morning when I left, it was super cloudy, and it wasn't very July-like for Vancouver, right? But it's still cloudy, but man, we're probably getting into the 20s. Greenie's been doing a great job. There it is. We're just gonna stroll over to the grocery store, take care of business. Oh no, what's going on? My poor plant. Dude, we gotta get some water in there quick. We had some killer days. Look at the video that I just had. Give them all a little bit of water. By the way, I've been drinking this juice lately. Let me grab it here real fast. It's called The Chaser. Whoa, this stuff is great, man. Apple, cucumber, celery, carrot, lemon, ginger, and cayenne. I usually don't like all my foods to be, like my juices to be so much. It's like some dog out there making a noise. I drink half at work, and this This amount I'll save for tomorrow. And let's get dressed and go to the store. Let's get out of these wet clothes. I love the way they mix the urban with the gardens, you know, the way we have kind of like, when I was a kid I used to read a lot of those books on Lake Rock and, you know, the hanging gardens of Babylon, stuff like that. Man, I love that. It's so cool. And the sun just came out. We got the board. Like I say, there's this, sorry man, this idea of minimally processed. The government should actually be subsidizing a lot more our fresh foods rather than the meat and dairy industry, because like the people who can afford healthy foods are people who have a little bit of money. You know, I choose to live minimally so I can afford foods, right, that I enjoy having. Half a can of chickpeas right there. So I can afford it. This red pepper is going into the dressing, and I'll show you how I'm going to make that in a second. But basically what I'm going to do is take my Vitamix lid and just put that there. Okay, so then we got some radishes. And I'm just going to chop these up. I gave them a quick run in the water. Didn't wash them crazily, you know, but there we go. So what happens is, what I was saying, if you want to eat organics and healthy foods, first of all, if you eat whole foods, right? If you can get organic, go for it. But don't let the price deter you. Second of all, and look around, shop at different places. Second of all, try to get your government to subsidize it more if you can. I'm going to take a handful of cilantro and just sprinkle it on there. Carrots are done, so they're going over there. That's for later. Red onion. Put that there. Because if we can, a lot of people who don't want to spend money on food, they're going to get food that just fills them up. And that's processed foods, right? So what I did is I just diced up, I don't even know if you guys can see this. I just diced up the red onion there. Half of it, and the other half is going into the mix. So we got that there. And then I got these tomatoes. Better eat one. I haven't bought this brand before, but they were on sale, so. And then I'm going to take maybe 5, let's make it 6. I'm dumping that in there as well. There we go, we got that, we got the chickpeas. I'm going to take, oh, you know, I meant to put the chickpeas in there earlier, but it is what it is. So I'm going to get my wok here on, and I'm just going to heat those up a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Shiitake mushrooms are great. So, if we can get like our foods subsidized so that way we can get them even cheaper, more people will be apt to eat them. But if you're poor, the money you spend, you're going to put it towards foods that are going to fill you up and make you feel satisfied, which is going to be cheap processed foods, cheap processed meats, just all the junk food. Because this salad's going to fill up, but most people don't want to eat a great big salad, you know? So I'm going to take just a few of these. I don't want very many, just a few. And I'm just going to put it into my mix here. And then here's the little secret I have. I have Michelle's raw dressing. I'm going to put these away while I'm at it. So Michelle's raw dressing, Caesar Serenity, what I like about it is that it's raw. If you buy this and your fridge is really cold, it's going to be very thick. So just don't worry about it. Let it come to room temperature. Maybe you can see a bit better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have everything in my Vitamix here. I almost forgot. Take some of your probiotic salad here. Take a nice fingerful and just drop it in. Here we go. Then take a little bit of the dressing. I don't use a lot, just a little bit. Maybe 3 tablespoons. A little bit of turmeric in the water there. Give that a bit of a stir. I can turn it off actually because all I want to do is just steam that up a bit with the turmeric water. And then, why is that like bed funny? The tomatoes give it the juicy tomato-ness, right? So then I take it and I pour it over top. I usually just take a little bit of water. I don't mind it being saucy. I like saucy. You can add mangoes too. Sometimes I do that. It's really good. In fact, I wish I had some mangoes right now. I would. That there. Take this off. Put it back. Give that a rinse. Drop that in. Give that a quick rinse. And where's my lid? Oh, vey, what did I do with it? Here it is. A lot of times I would have put the chickpeas in there, but get the lid on, air out. And that's it. Guys, minimally processed. The only thing processed in it actually is the dressing, I guess. I forgot to get sunflower seeds. Dudes. I should have grabbed that. Add some sunflower seeds, maybe some cashews or something. You can even put that in the dressing. and you're all set. Took 5 minutes. Enjoy!